It's Tuesday night girls soccer on the REV Game of the Week. I'm Jeff Porsche. Jolie Hartman will be joining me in just a moment. We are at Hurricane Stadium on the campus of Prairieville High School. Tonight it is a girls soccer non-district matchup between Santa Ma and Prairieville, the Lady Gators versus the Lady Canes. We'll take a break and come back and talk about tonight's game. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Getting a quality haircut shouldn't break the bank. That's why at Finish Line Haircuts, we believe everyone deserves top-notch grooming without the hefty price tag. From expert beard trims, shampoo sessions, to relaxing scalp massages, our wide range of services will get you firing on all cylinders. Our pit crew is ready to greet you and your family with warm smiles and great service to ensure your experience is the absolute best. Schedule your appointment today and get $5 off your first haircut. We'll see you at the finish line.
Galva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Galva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Welcome to the REV Game of the Week. Santa Ma versus Prairieville girls high school soccer. You got the Canes at home 9-4-1, 2-0 in district. Santa Ma 13-3-1, 1-0 in district. And we're about 5 or so minutes away from the start of tonight's game. And we're going to start tonight by looking at our 2 coaches, and I'll tell you a little bit about the Prairieville head coach, Chris Goodall, the tall guy on the left right there talking to his team. He is a veteran in Ascension Parish, comes from East Ascension where he coached for 15 years, made the semis in 2006 and got to the playoffs 14 straight years. He stepped away for a while and then he came to Prairieville and took that position as well as the cross-country position, so he's a very active guy here at Prairieville. And I'll turn it over to Jolie, and she'll talk about Santa Ma.
Yeah, so Sandoval head coach is Jacob Bordelon. He is in his second year, which his record is 24, 17, and 4. And he went to high school at St. Michael's, class of 2012. Years coaching in total is 3. And he also coaches at Baton Rouge Soccer Club. And Jacob has done a phenomenal job into coming into this role, as head coach and fulfilling, some of these seniors this year's destiny of, having a winning season. So Jacob Bordelon is very young in his coaching years, in high school, but has done a phenomenal job at Sandoval High.
He's had to do a good job considering that he's replacing a legend.
Well, I very much thank you for that. It's like what I tell him every day: enjoy every moment, and just kind of, be a coach that you wish you had when you were younger. And that's something that he is always telling me about.
Right, I understand. Now, you see the districts and Division 1. That's where Sandoval plays with the traditional 5-5A schools. In Division 2, you have Prairieville, and we talked about that on Saturday. One of the reasons for that is there's no split in high school soccer, and Prairieville has a much smaller enrollment than the other schools here in Ascension Parish. So that's the reason why you have that. Now, as far as these two teams, they're pretty even, and we expect an interesting and competitive matchup. And Jolie, you talked to the coaches already, and you have some of the keys to victory for tonight's matchup. Why don't you tell us some of the things that that they told you? Yeah,
so just talking to both Chris Goodall and Jacob Bordelon, it's something that's essential for both of these teams because they know each other. And, watching both of these teams play this season, I kind of collaborated with them and kind of, talked about the keys to victory for both of them. For Sandoval, it's just possession. Possession has to happen tonight. You have to show your seniority, in this game and show, kind of who's boss. And then for Sandoval, gain momentum on your counterattacks. You have the speed on all aspects of this game, so definitely use it and utilize it throughout the game. For Prairieville, they have speed and they're youngsters in the back line, and then you're going to see 2 of their forwards outwork players by just running past them. So that's a huge key for Prairieville. And then, like I've been saying for every Prairieville girls soccer, is to make a name for yourself. You want Sandoval High to remember the night they played Prairieville. So show them already what Prairieville has, because, yes, you're playing in Division 2, but that doesn't mean next year you're not moving up to Division 1 or the next. So make Sandoval make you a rival. A lot of people are saying Prairieville and Dutchtown rival and Sandoval has EA. No, in soccer it's totally different. When I was a coach, it was Dutchtown was our rivals. We had to beat them, and then Prairieville needs to kind of make this. And so tonight is just going to be a testament to both of these teams as we see everybody is standing for the national anthem now.
The national anthem, and you saw there's no wind here tonight pretty much. The flag was pretty limp tonight, so I guess not much wind, and the temperature is going to be in the 40s all night. The starting lineup for Santa Maria, in goal you have Addison Champagne, then the rest of your lineup: Anne-Marie Oquin, Julia Ford, Lola Johnson, Natalie Heinz, Braylon Burke, Lillian Oquin, Ella Willoughby, Corey Bergeron, Mallory Sutton, that's the guy or the girl we're going to look out for here tonight, and then Isabella Noggle. So that's the starting lineup for Santa Maria. Prairieville, their starting lineup, you have Hadley Walker, who's going to be in goal, and then the rest of their lineup: Sydney Nakan, Layla Saunier, Chloe Muller, Callie Norman, Adeline Landry, Yellen Joya, Sophia Collins, Addison Nakan, Hannah Lambert, and Isabella Piper. And Jolie, when I talked to Coach Goodall, he told me that the person on the Santa Maria roster that concerned him the most was number 29.
Yes, and that is Mallory Sutton. She has been a threat these last 4 years for Santa Maria High School. I had the honor and privilege to coach her freshman and sophomore year, and it's her grit that we're going to see tonight because of the fact she never gives up. She is somebody that has speed. She also runs track for Santa Maria High School, and is just a phenomenal athlete to watch. She can outrun anyone. There was one time during summer training that I put her against a boys soccer player, and she just outran, and that's something that I know Prairieville is looking for tonight. And as we start this game, that keys to victory. Santa Maria trying to hold possession already. The start is going to be their key, making sure that Prairieville does not have an option to start anything, any kind of counter or any kind of offensive. Santa Maria is going to have to use, their leadership in being older than Prairieville. Their starting lineup has more sophomores and freshmen than Santa Maria, so Santa Maria has to use their big moments in Division I games this season to kind of over-counter Prairieville in tonight's game.
And so you see on the right side, it's going to go out, and it's going to be Prairieville possession, and we expect a lot of action over on the right side here in the first half. One of the things that Coach Goodall told us about his team was they're going to have to play really good defense tonight because they expect a lot of the action to be on that side of the field, and they can't get into a big shootout. They like to not give up a bunch of goals. They want to keep it as low scoring as possible because that gives them a more of an opportunity to be competitive here tonight. As you see, Prairieville trying to clear it, but Santa Maria still there, and there is a shot on goal right to the goalkeeper, Walker.
Yeah, so something that I've just been very impressed, as you can see on this replay. Walker is somebody that Prairieville needs to make sure keeps on this team for the next 2 years because of the fact of what she brings to a team. Hadley Walker has already had 5 shutouts in this, first season for soccer here at Prairieville, and she's somebody, we just called the game Saturday against EA. She kept EA, to a 3-1 game. And that's something that's phenomenal in this young goalkeeper. You're going to see a lot of shots from Santa Maria because of the fact of they're older, and they're going to just shoot and try to make this first year goalkeeper for Prairieville do something, and that is such a great opportunity for Prairieville, just kind of showing Santa Maria, hey, we might be young, but we're here to play. Santa Maria has to awaken in the defense. It's not going to be an easy game for them. They see that Prairieville just lost to EA, and that has nothing to do with who wants it more tonight.
So you see in the front, and you got 2 girls that are going to be familiar to the Santa Maria crowd here tonight because they were former Santa Maria Gators. As you know, a lot of players for the Prairieville side come from Dutchtown and Santa Maria. As you see them trying to get downfield again, and there's a chance, and it goes over the crossbar. And that was a point-blank opportunity right there.
Absolutely. Prairieville, as you can see in this, that is Addison Nakan just simply doing what she loves to do best, and that's play soccer. And Santa Maria's defense is not looking to see where Prairieville is setting up in the box. They're going to have to talk more and kind of figure themselves out before Prairieville finds the back of the net, and then Santa Maria is trying to get that next goal.
So we're about 3 minutes in, and still no score, but Prairieville just missed out on a golden opportunity as they're putting the pressure on Santa Maria here early, and that's a bit of a surprise, but they had their chances, and they're going to get another chance right here with a throw-in from about 20 yards out. And so one of the points I was trying to make is you got a couple of girls down there on that side of the pitch for Santa Maria for Prairieville that Santa Maria is going to be familiar with, the two knock-in girls right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Layla Sonia, I mean, she came and she played JV, but still she instilled greatness for the varsity players at practice and things like that. That was something I got to teach two of those girls when they were at Santa Maria, and they're such a joy to just have around. They love the game, and they love to be, on a team and things like that. So really cool to see them against Santa Maria right now, and being able to see them firsthand, trying to show people, what they're really about. And, something about Prairieville that, not a lot of people see is, they see that their record is this and this, they are 9-4, but they have scored 54 goals this season.
Yeah.
And their only 3 losses have come to all 3 Division I teams, which was number 5 in the state, number 11 in the state, and number 18. And that's just significant into what Chris Goodall and his coaching staff has kind of instilled in these girls, that it does not matter, that we're new or anything else. Just play the game, and that's something that I love about Chris Goodall. He has a passion for the game, and giving it to the girls has been something of his forte.
So you see now the action moving over to the Prairieville side, and Coach Goodall has 3 defenders down there ready for it, and now you got a couple of more girls dropping back as you're going to get the throw in, and that goes down low, and an opportunity, but just wide, coming from number 10, Corey Bergeron, for the Lady Gators.
Absolutely. Corey is what we call our silent but deadly attacker, because of the fact that she is not going to totally bring a lot of noise, but she is somebody that can find the back of the net fairly easy, just because of how great she is at the center mid position.
So both teams have had scoring opportunities here early. Nobody has been able to convert. You see Prairieville getting it over to Hannah Lambert, number 12. Pass stolen, but taken back by Prairieville. And now you got 2 girls down there trying to fight through and cannot. And now it's cleared by the Lady Gators. So about 6 minutes in. And you see them trying to get it down to Sutton on the right side. She blocks it. But
great job by Sydney. Yeah, Sydney Knockin right there. That was Prairieville's bread and butter against EA. Just her standing back there, a junior that's kind of just living it up in the backfield for Prairieville. She is definitely having that captain's badge wear with honor because of the fact of her love for the game and what she does. She knows all of Santa Maria girls.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to be fun for her, but not only, it's more of a I know you, I know what you can do, so let's see you do it kind of night, and that's something that's very exciting to see.
So right there you have Ford on the far side.
Bella Noggle for Santa Maria, running it down, trying to find anybody open in the middle, and just nobody there for Santa Maria.
But they get it from about 30 out, and there's an attempt straight to Walker. We are in the press box over here at Prairieville, and if you haven't been to this stadium, it's a beautiful stadium, but the press box is very far away. And so it's hard to see the numbers on the far side of the field, especially on the girls' jerseys, because the numbers are a bit smaller. So we're going to get the numbers whenever we get an opportunity, but right now the action is very fast-paced so far, as you see the long pass down taken by the goalie Champagne, wearing the pink jersey tonight.
And she is actually a Southwest Mississippi Community College signee. Very proud to say that because that is my alumni where I played college soccer. So very funny when I got to go and talk at her signing about a former player going to my college that I went to, and I basically told her, do not go to these places and have a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was a very fun signing, but for Addison, she truly loves everything about soccer and being a part of a team, and Southwest is getting a really great goalkeeper that's going to work. And same as on the other side of the field, Hadley Walker, she has just been phenomenal for this defense. Having her 5 shutouts this season already in the first year, she was at Dutchtown last year. She's getting a great opportunity and showing, kind of AP what she's about with this starting opportunity. And I think that gives motivation to her team, as we can see right here. Prairieville simply finding feet and going through Santa Ma's defense because there's nobody holding back with the 3 defensive back.
They had numbers right there, 4-on-3. Now the defense drops back as you're going to get a crossover that's taken care of very easily by Champaign. So now 10 minutes have expired here in our first half, and no score between Prairieville and Santa Ma, and now here comes the
wall pass.
Lady
Natalie
Gators.
Hines finds Mallory Sutton. Mallory Sutton does it
So
best,
fast.
but Layla Saunier right there. Love that child. Miss her so much at the Santa Ma High School, but just seeing her produce what she's doing and staying, like I said, the key to victory for Prairieville is to use their speed. As we can see kind of on this replay, Layla just puts what I love to call her big toe out and gets it away from Mallory, gives it a great opportunity for Santa Ma to have their first corner kick of this game.
So it's going to be taken by Corey Bergeron. Left foot inside and knocked away back to Bergeron. So she'll set up and going to take it wide left.
Yes, tries the near post just because of Corey being left. She's not going to turn her hips as fast, so it's going to hit that near post. But great try right there for the Gators to kind of set up and show that Santa Ma is here to, try to score.
So like I said, the one of the things that Coach told us on the Prairieville side is they're fast, they're really good. They just want to keep this a low-scoring game because he said if 29 scores a goal, that's not going to be much of a surprise. But if she gets 2 or 3 goals, we're going to be in big trouble.
Yes, and she's very well capable of, just because of her experience. She kind of had to do the shadow of Santa Ma's literally best forward, no smackdown on Melissa Gary by any means, because she was my hero growing up. But Nia Bridgewater, what a forward she was for 4 years for me as her head coach, but just for Santa Ma High in general. Broke so many records, and Mallory was right there with her, helping her and learning everything from her. So Mal is ready for her shining moment, and she has definitely done so this year. She's shooting for 30 goals this year, and I can already attest to it. She's going to get to it if she just continues to keep pressuring a defense and getting the ball. And as we can see, Prairieville is using all of their force on defense. They are literally playing with 5 people staying back, not making it easy for Santa Ma. But Santa Ma right here, Corey Bergeron finds Natalie Hines on a cross, which Natalie, that was great job for staying out wide. Just, needed to touch the ball sooner to get around that last defender and have a one-on-one shot with Hadley Walker.
I believe that was cleared by Muller, and it's going to be a throw-in. And you see a good shot right there of number 12, Heinz, for the Lady Gators. So Heinz is going to throw it in, and the header right there by Muller, and it's taken care of but out of bounds. So it's going to be another throw in, and I believe Heinz is going to handle that one as well.
Yes, Heinz is one of these girls that can throw 20 yards out to where it's going to help out on an offensive stance. When she gets closer and kind of more parallel with the goal, kind of look for interchange, like runs from the Gators to get defense out and away from them. And then, as we can see, Sandoval is just clinging to the middle to try to find a ball or a through pass. And Natalie tries that through pass, but Prairieville is there the whole entire time. And first foul on Sandoval is going to be simple. Just Natalie Heinz tried to get to the ball, as we can see on this replay. And a little, knuckles to the back kind of type thing.
Yellen Joya was the recipient of the knuckles.
And yet again, how we're going to see Sandoval not as tall as EA. We were talking about that Saturday. Prairieville is not going to be as physical with EA or anything else. They stayed with them. And same thing that they're going to do with Sandoval. They're a little shorter this year with that. A little bit more physical this year, but I think that's also with experience, tired of getting pushed down kind of type thing. But Prairieville is staying with them. And that's something that I loved about Prairieville and their schedule this year. They played the Division I teams to kind of get their physicality up. And they kind of know how to stay into a game.
And there's
a great opportunity. Heinz. Yes, great cross. Heinz right there at the right time, just not enough oomph. As we can see, she kind of just simply puts the leg up instead of getting a little bit power to get it past Walker. But yet again, Walker just solidifying herself as a great goalkeeper in this first year for Prairieville.
And Sutton with a nice move and gets the shot off, but again, a save by Hadley Walker. We were out at EA on Saturday watching the Lady Hurricanes. They lost to East Ascension by a score of 3-1. It was 2-0 at halftime as EA kind of dominated the second half, but early in the second half, Prairieville got a goal to cut it down to 2-1, and then with about 6 minutes left, Collins had an opportunity to tie it, and it went just off the crossbar. And at that point, that was kind of like their last hurrah, as you had a goal by East Ascension in the final minute that was the clincher, and that was the reason you had the 3-1 final score. But it wasn't a
beat down.
Yes, it was not. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why I always say, and anytime I'm on here, please never look at a soccer score as a 3-1 OEA dominate. Never. Like, a soccer score never describes how the game went. It could have been in the last 2 minutes EA scored, those two, and it was close to it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's those kind of things. I mean, 0-0 right now, just kind of take it as both teams just trying to find their way. Sandoval is knocking a little bit harder right now, not as much action for Prairieville in the offensive side in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so say. But I think it's more Prairieville is finding their identity still this year. They're playing against, Sandoval, that's number 10 in the state for Division I right now, and they are, have only lost 3 games, all to Division I, top 10 teams in the state. So they're playing against somebody that has played in a lot of huge games this year that have the experience. But Prairieville is a team that is here to stay. Even in Division II, their power ranking is beautiful this year with just starting out. But I think that's also a testament to Central Parish Soccer Club, flight, and what our coaches do here in our high schools for Central Parish Soccer.
So right there goes out of bounds, and another throw-in for Prairieville. And Prairieville has done a good job on defense, like you said. After Prairieville put some pressure on Sandoval in the first 3-4 minutes of this match, it's been primarily played as we expected on the Prairieville side. But now here comes 3-on-3 opportunity, as it's going to go harmlessly to the goalie, Champagne. But this pace and this style, like I said, it's kind of the way that Prairieville wanted to play this game and how they expected to play this game. They didn't want to give up an early goal as they did against East Ascension. It was about this time in the first half that they gave up their first goal and fell behind 1-0. So this is going to be the time, if you or Prairieville that you are concerned they don't give something up right here? If they can get through the next 5 to 10 minutes, they might be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can already see that Coach Bordelon for Santa Maria High School has changed up his style and who is playing what. Lillian Oquan has dropped back to the defensive center back, and then her sister that was defensive center back, Anne-Marie Oquan, has now gone into offense because of her speed. And because a defensive person, I've always said, is the best offensive person because they know where defense is going to be. And I think that's what Coach Jacob has seen. And then this is Ella Willoughby for Santa Maria kind of going against Prairieville's back line right now to just kind of make a chance for Santa Maria. They kind of are stagnant right now. They're not doing anything different. They're either running and then trying to cross in. You know, they got to form something different.
So here comes the throw in. And they're going to go out to Burke, who's challenged. Burke holds on to it for now. About 40 yards out. Gets the pass and can't quite get to
Cadence.
That's number 30, right? Cadence. Kinshaw.
Yeah, as we can see, Santa Maria is just trying to do something. Their key possession, you know, don't just be stagnant, keep moving, find feet, make Prairieville have to work and kind of tear them and wear them down, you know. And as we can see, Prairieville right here with Addie Nakhan going against Julia Ford. Julia kind of outruns her, outworks her, and puts a big toe on it to take it out. And it's going to be a corner for Prairieville, which that will be their first of the game. Something that I'm smiling about as I'm looking at this replay right here. Both Addison Champagne, Santa Maria's goalkeeper, and Addie Nakhan are great friends. So I know Addie is wanting to score on Addie and things like that. So I'm giggling at the fact that they're great friends on and off the field. And I know how much that means to you because when I was in high school, Taylor Kelly was Dutchtown's goalkeeper. And every time I played Dutchtown, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm scoring. And then Dutchtown was just always so good that I never scored.
Right. This is Addie Landry, I believe, that's going to take the corner. And so she gets it in, and good job on defense by the Lady Gators, and it's cleared.
And that's Lillian Oquan, senior defensive back. And this is Mallory Sutton and her speed. Hopefully she can find someone else for help or she can take it herself. Something I always laughed at Mallory was her feet ran too fast because, like, anytime she would try to run with the ball, she would forget the ball. And beautifully done by Corey Bacheron, just simply trying to place it, and then Hadley Walker never getting out of her spot. And that is such key to Hadley because of how she plays this game. She is literally the last defense for Prairieville, and she did a phenomenal job. As we can see, Corey settles. Hadley just stays and plays goalkeep. Great job by the sophomore goalkeeper for Prairieville right there.
So I believe this is going to be Kinshaw. It's going to handle the corner for the Lady Gators, and she gets it in. Header, save.
Nice job. Hadley simply just comes out. Every great goalkeeper knows when to stay and knows when to kind of use a little real estate to get out, and that was a great opportunity for her because she saw that no one else was there, and she is the last defender for Prairieville.
This might be where the early flurry is coming, the early storm, I guess, but I guess if you're a hurricane, you can handle any storm, and so far they've done that as we've gone 22 minutes into our first half. Still no score between the Lady Gators and the Lady Canes. So you see on the left side, that's the goal that the Lady Canes are defending, and we'll get a kick coming. As you see,
that's Sydney Nakhan taking that. Which you always kind of want to, as a coach, have your last defensive person taking that to help out your goalkeeper, kind of take a break, things like that, because Hadley Walker has been phenomenal already in these 22 minutes. And then, as we can see, just a lot of ball in the air right now. I don't think either of these teams are really kind of establish in how their identity is right now. You know, they want people to run, but people aren't running. They're trying to throw ball, and people aren't there. So it's this sense of you got to kind of communicate a little bit more, talk a little bit more, and then that's going to happen throughout this game.
And speaking of communication, I saw Coach Goodall trying to get instructions to Chloe Muller over there on defense. As you see the shot wide and in.
And that is Natalie Heights, folks. Beautifully done. That is somebody that I've seen in these last few years. Simple 1, 2, finds it and curves. That is beautiful job. Now, as you can see on that replay, Hadley Walker was telling her defense, you have to step up. Hadley, as a goalkeeper, you can't do anything about a shot like that. You kind of need your defense to step up, you know, kind of plot that hole to where Natalie can't go through, but beautifully done by Natalie Heinz for Sandoval. I mean, she is just somebody as a junior that's came up big for the Gators because of her shot that she has, but also just the want to shoot. And then I kind of see Sandoval just pressing on the gas a little bit more right now. You have one. They're going to get a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable, and know that they can win. Prairieville right now just needs to stay focused and counter because at the beginning of this half, they were knocking on Sandoval's door to score. Yeah,
now we're going to get the goal kick. This is, I mean, I hate to say it, but I was bringing it up. This is almost an identical sort of outcome so far that what we saw against East Ascension, where you had the first goal scored about halfway through the first half, and both goals you talked about it, Hadley Walker didn't have a chance because they placed, if you saw the game Saturday, Audrey Galindo placed one that was up and on the 90, post.
Yes, it was absolutely beautiful, but it's also the experience she has of shooting goals, and same one with this one, number 29, Mallory Sutton, beautifully done to get rid of it and find somebody else because she knew she had 3 defenders on her. But that was number 2, Anne-Marie Oakland, first Sandoval, kind of taking the ball away and going a different way with it because 3 Prairieville Hurricanes were following Mallory because of Coach Chris Goodall saying if 29 gets the ball, get to her kind of type thing.
And so you see a couple of subs coming in on the Prairieville side. That's Joya who's coming in, and I believe that was Kaylin Foster also checking in for the Lady Canes. And checking out will be Addie Landry and Isabella Piper. So the ball will go out of bounds, and Muller will throw it in for the Lady Canes. One of the things that I notice out here, and you have the whistle, and
kind of over the back a little bit. You're going to have the foul
called against the Lady Canes.
No, actually, I think it's just a throw-in that they kind of gave it to her. I mean, honestly, I agree with that center AR because of 2 things. You already given possession to Sandoval. Right. Nothing, no harm, no foul. Mallory kind of got up from that. If Mallory would have laid down a little bit, I think I would have ran out there for a second. Right. But no, I think that was a great AR call because of the fact you don't want to stop too much of the game because, like we always say, that center AR has the official time, and our clock's going to stop at 2 minutes. So you don't want to add a whole nother minute for a kid laying down if they are all right.
So here comes the throw in from Heinz, and it's handled by the Lady Gators.
And then one touch goes all the way across the field, you know.
Yes. And so setting up, that's Bergeron, and now the pass inside, now out to Sutton.
And Sutton is brought outside, so this is a harder cross and shot and everything else. Great job by Prairieville by just staying in front of the ball.
And so now Heinz, the goal scorer earlier, gets it over to Sutton inside, cleared, and out of bounds.
And nobody. Prairieville literally right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people playing defense and only 4 Gators in the box right now. So Sandoval has got to see that they can have numbers up by either possessing outside of the box where everybody is standing and then get a long shot or find somebody just kind of making a through ball and then finding their weakness in the back line. But Prairieville right now, I'm still just amazed at how young they are and what they're doing to teams. You know, they're making Sandoval work right now. It's not an easy thing. Same thing as Saturday with EA. You know, they made them work. Galindo and Hannah had to shoot, and Taylor had to shoot from 30, 20 yards out. And that's something, that's a testament to a defense. You were not getting inside the box. And that's something you can always evaluate and work on in the near future.
One point I want to make about Prairieville as a school and as a whole. Saturday we were talking about how Prairieville has never beaten a team head-to-head in sports, either EA, Sandoval, or Dutchtown. They hadn't beaten any of those teams in any sports as of Saturday. So one of the things I was going to bring up today was that this will be an opportunity for the first victory, except that last night Coach Adrian Garcia and the boys soccer team defeated East Ascension. So Adrian Garcia and the boys soccer program gets the honor of getting the first win against a 5A team in Ascension Parish for Prairieville High School. So the burden is off of Coach Goodall now. He's not going to get the first, but he would like to get the second.
Yes, and it's I'm grinning from ear to ear as you say that name. Coach Adrian Garcia gets the first 5A win.
Yes.
You know, long history with him being a great mentor to me as a young coach at Sandoval, kind of being the brother and sister duo at Sandoval for many, many years. Phenomenal job by Adrian and what he's done with the first-year program, building and just, you know, cultivating something new here at Prairieville soccer. When you're bringing 4 schools together, it's phenomenal to kind of create a culture that it's a winning. And so that's awesome job. Congrats to Coach Adrian Garcia. I know that didn't shock me by any means because you're that amazing, but congratulations to Prairieville on, you know, getting that first win, because after the first one, it's like, we got this, you know.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if the boys won other big games. They're going to be a force in that D2, but so are the girls here as well. They're sitting in a situation in that D2 where if they can win some games in the upcoming weeks, they could get a top 8 seed. And a top 8 seed would get you at home until the quarters. Here's an opportunity, and Champagne's going to come up, and we have a head-to-head collision, it looks like.
Absolutely, yes. Very, very controversial kind of play, because both of them right here, one slides and one goes straight into each other. Great job by both Addison Champagne, and I'm pretty sure that's number 9, right? Sophia Collins.
So, yes.
Sophomore for Prairieville, which Sophia was a threat to EA on Saturday when we did this game. She is wanting to score, and she has a shot, so Sandoval better stay close to her. She's great with ball handling, and she's going to keep it as long as she possibly can until somebody else comes and helps out, but runs out of real estate, and it's going to be a goal kick for Sandoval.
Looks like she was trying to get the cross inside.
Yeah, as we can see on this replay, simple run out, you just try. I've done that many of times because I thought I had one more step, and then all of a sudden the ball's already over the line, so I'm just going to stop.
I think that was Hannah Lambert they were trying to get it inside to. Maybe not. I think it's 14, possibly Piper.
Yeah,
but
I would definitely want to try to find Lambert after her goal against EA Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? That was her, Hannah, huh? That
it
scored
was,
Saturday.
It was,
so,
yes.
I mean, she's hot right now. And those two work so great together, just already 1 year having each other, you know, not many years. They are already seeing each other where they're at on the place, but
Offsides.
Great job by Sandoval defense causing an offside call right here, just simple. Prairieville's wanting to score, so they're going to be a little bit more agitated, as we can see on this replay. Addie Knockan was already sitting you know, too close to the defense to be able to get through.
So we are 22 minutes in, and it's still, 32 minutes in, and we are still 1-0 Sandoval leading Prairieville. And again, not to jinx it or anything, but this is the opportunity here where on Saturday East Ascension got that second goal late in the first half, and that kind of put Prairieville in a little bit of a hole. They were able to get the goal to make it 2-1, but then they couldn't recover from there. So if they can get it in here 1-0 at halftime, or maybe even get the equalizer before halftime, they would be in much better shape. 2-0 at halftime is hard to get through.
Absolutely. It's like what maybe I taught you, Jeff. What's the worst soccer score to have?
2-0.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, 2-0.
The third goal is the key.
It's the third goal is the key. And if you can get to 2, that's fine and dandy, because that's when your team thinks you have it. And you know what? I don't have to work anymore. And then all of a sudden the other team turns it on, finds one, finds another, and then it's a totally different ball game. So that's kind of a big key and a big factor right now. So 1-0, both teams still on the gas pedal. 1-0, if you read it in the newspaper, that's not a significant win. So you can kind of see Santa Ma trotting right here to get something exploding here in the offense. But Prairieville right here still fighting for everything. They're still containing Santa Ma's offense with keeping 5 back right now. Kind of changed their starting lineup a little bit, but I think Chris Goodall already knows, hey, if we're going to score, we have to get more people up. And kind of, you're losing right now, 1-0, which is not bad, but it's okay if we drop one person from defense to go play offense to try to get this, equalizer goal.
And he was telling me about how in games like this where you want to keep it low scoring and you got to defend your goal, he may take some of his scorers out and drop them back in defense. He was talking about possibly doing that with Collins here today, and you've seen her play on both sides on one of the offensive players, but she's dropped back on defense many times, and we've seen some other names out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said some of the best offensive people have played defense in their life because they know where to go. They know, how smart of everything
Another
is.
collision. Oh, boy.
Definitely Collins is going to be on a foul on this one because of the fact she could have stopped.
Yeah.
As we can see, we see that Lillian O'Quinn is shielding her. She should have not even touched Addison Champagne. I'm a little shocked that no yellow card was pulled on this one because she should have stopped.
And actually, is that Joya who did it, or was that Collins? That was
Collins,
yes. 8, hard to see. That was either 8 or 9. It was.
I mean, that's
9. Yes.
That's now respect, for that opposing goalkeeper. Any little thing that you see a defender shielding, you know that the goalkeeper's coming out, so it's just a little kind of touch the defender, say, hey, I'm still on your back, so if you trip, I'm getting the ball. But I think it's Collins eager to want to score. She knows she's losing 1-0, so I don't fault her for that, but that's also the respect for the game. Don't run into a goalkeeper, that kind of thing. But, I mean, Collins is wanting a goal right now, so I don't see it wrong, but whew, I love that Addison Champagne out there, so I'm don't get hurt.
Yeah.
And so much more soccer.
Right. And Collins is a solid player. She's just a sophomore, but I thought I had remembered her as Hadley Walker will get to it, but I had it confirmed from Chris Goodall that she was at Dutchtown last year, and she was one of the goal scorers of second half of the season. Second half of the season, you had she came in and was inserted into the starting lineup, and she had a lot of goals in that second half of the season, but now she's over at Prairieville, and Coach Goodall is very happy about that. Absolutely, and this is going to be Santa Ma's third corner of the game. Let's see if anything changes because of this 1-0. This 1-0 that they have, you want to find that 2-0 before the half to kind of go in with a little bit more confidence. And Hadley Walker, gosh, I cannot say enough about this player because of just her sheer will to get the ball out. For Santa Ma. Number 8, Lola Johnson, simply plays it perfectly from Hadley and Prairieville's push, and Lola yet again is just going to let the ball run out to where it's Santa Ma's ball. Tried to get it to Lambert. Yeah. Pass was wide, as we are now approaching the 2-minute stoppage on the clock, as then they'll keep the clock on the field. And I don't think there's been a lot of stoppage time here. That's going to be added.
Not. Yeah, no. Little too much of a 1-2. Anytime you see a soccer player take the ball, pass it to someone else, and they try to pass it to the person that passed, that is called a 1-2. You're going to see a lot of that in the boys' game, but, Santa Maria is trying different things. Possession is their key, and possession off of a wall pass or a 1-2 is definitely crucial against a young team. That is going to have them follow the ball and have them try to get away, and great job right there by number 5 for Prairieville. That's Chloe. She's simple. I mean, I absolutely love watching her play defense. She is not going to back down. I absolutely love that about Prairieville right now, and the fact that they're what I like to say, balls to the wall. They're going to go. They're going to do everything, and great job, because I was about to say, please blow this whistle, because Chloe just got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Too many concussions here recently in soccer, so definitely let's sub her out, give her a little check.
Yeah. She was trying to do the header. I think it might have hit off her cheek or her nose, perhaps. Sometimes you misjudge it a little bit, and you see number 19, Diana Mendez, checking in.
Yeah.
So they'll check her out.
She's giggling, so I already like that sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for someone that had to wear a headgear for 5 years to play soccer, I have always been adamant on athlete safety, because something that I've always told parents at a parent meeting is the athlete is always second and the student is first.
Right.
So definitely want to make sure that we take care of the student first, and then that's when the lanyard of sports. And as we can see on this replay, Lillian Oakland kicks it out from the defense and hits on the Prairieville, so that gives Santa Maria a throw in. But Mallory Sutton tries to find 3 Gators running up, but does not get to it, and Hadley Walker is there for Prairieville before anybody else.
Probably one last possession here for the Lady Gators, and we will be approaching the half. So this is the most important probably moments of this first half, because if you can get out of here 1-0, they'll take it.
Absolutely. And for Santa Maria, they want this goal to go into the halftime of, okay, look, we came here for business and we're doing it, just 2 more, to where it'd be a 4-0, a little bit better article in the newspaper. 1-0, they're kind of feeling like, okay, this is a win, but this isn't us. Beautifully thrown right here.
And here's your
Mallory
chance,
Sutton,
and it's wide.
But it's going to be a corner. Let's see if they let them get this in for Santa Maria's 4th corner. Mallory.
I think Jake Voisin's going to handle the corner kick.
I'm very proud
yes.
there. That REV cameraman doing great work right there.
He wanted nothing to do with that ball. So now here's Bergeron. They're in a hurry because we're in stoppage time to head her off the football crossbar.
Mallory Sutton wanted that. She came like a rocket out of there, and that's going to be our first half. And here's a replay from Corey Bergeron's corner kick, and Mallory Sutton just simply heads it, and it hits the football goalposts.
So we're headed to the half. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to talk about a lot of things involving soccer. So stay tuned. Our score at the half, Santa Maria leads Prairieville 1-0. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, and managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Prairieville High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Canes!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Getting a quality haircut shouldn't break the bank. That's why at Finish Line Haircuts, we believe everyone deserves top-notch grooming without the hefty price tag. From expert beard trims, shampoo sessions, to relaxing scalp massages, our wide range of services will get you firing on all cylinders. Our pit crew is ready to greet you and your family with warm smiles and great service to ensure your experience is the absolute best. Schedule your appointment today and get $5 off your first haircut. We'll see you at the finish line.
Galva's Seafood in Prairieville invites you to dive into a delicious dining experience. Since 2012, Galva's Seafood has been locally owned and operated, which means meals made from scratch using fresh ingredients. Treat yourself to fresh fried seafood, steaks, and exciting seasonal additions to our menu. Stop in for brunch on Sundays. Enjoy a cold beer while satisfying those taste buds. And of course, there's always something for the little ones, so bring the whole family. Visit Galva's Seafood on Highway 42 in Prairieville.
We'll see you soon.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It is halftime at Prairieville High School at Hurricane Stadium. The Hurricanes, the Lady Canes, are trailing the Cinema Lady Gators by a score of 1-0. Jeff Porsche, Jolie Hartman with you here tonight. The only goal was about 23 minutes in from number 12 for Cinema, Natalie Heinz. Got it in the upper right corner. Nothing that the goalkeeper Walker can do about that, and that's where we stand right now. What we're going to do right now is talk about all the girls' soccer information that you could possibly want to know about, and we're going to start with Santa Ma. The Lady Gators play in Division I, District 5, and you can see right there that they are unbeaten in district right now, but of course you still have 5 more matches left to play, or 4 more matches left to play, so a lot of this can change very quickly. Right now, Dedham Springs, one of the top teams in the state at 11-3-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these team right here in Division I, District 5 has been a staple in Division I, top 10, top 15, and top 16 in the last 4 years. That's something that in Ascension Parish, when you have the AP3, and now what I love to say AP4, one day in the same division, it's going to be top because of the fact of we produce athletes and the things that we do here. For Division I, District 5, 4 of these teams always go to state and compete, and in the last 4 years, 3 of these have moved on to the quarters and the semis.
And you see Dutchtown right there with the 2-1 district record. Their record is a losing record right now, but that's because of the teams that they play. East Ascension, they started out really strong. They kind of dipped a little bit, lost 4 out of 5, but then they found their way back against Prairieville on Saturday. So all these teams should make the postseason. Now, Prairieville plays in Division II, District 6, and they're going to be playing for a district title on Saturday. You see they're 2-0 in district play. On Thursday they play Tara, and there's no way that they're not going to lose that game. I mean, I'm not, with all due respect to Tara. Prairieville will be 3-0 after Thursday, and that's going to lead to head-to-head at Livonia, and for all the marbles in Division II, District 6. And Coach Goodall says they could win that game. Why not?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, anything, something that I love that Chris Goodall is doing for his team this year is experience. You know, Livonia has always played in Division II. They do play a few Division I teams throughout their season, but Prairieville, that's all that they've been seeing. You know, they just played EA Saturday. They're playing Santa Maria this week. They're getting that experience and that, you know, just team chemistry in order to overcome, you know, a loss in a game. You have to try to score. And Prairieville, this whole first half against, you know, a Division I top 10 team in the state, they're staying with them.
So they are going to finish their district schedule early. They still have lots of matches left on their schedule they got just a couple left after that for sure. They may schedule some extra ones because sometimes you get some tune-ups between some teams that are kind of jockeying for position in the postseason. So there might be a late game or two scheduled. They still have Dutchtown and Live Oak.
And any kind of cancellations or anything in the next few weeks.
Right. So they have a couple of games after that, and then they get ready for the postseason. Now, going back to Santa Maria, because they've only played that one game against Walker, and Walker is at the bottom of the district, and that was an easy 8-0 win, and a lot of those district games against Walker are going to be like that. Live Oak beat East Ascension earlier this season. We know East Ascension's a good team. Now, we're going to get the Dutchtown match, and I believe we can get boys and girls doubleheader, weather permitting.
On Tuesday, yes. I'm very excited for that, weather permitting.
Yes.
This is something that I circle every single season because of the fact that for the last 10 years, district has gone down to Santa Maria or Dutchtown.
Right.
Something that is also mixed into it, Denham. You know, when we finally went into Livingston Parish, they were trying to come in and be like, hey, we rule this place. And then, you know, me and Jarrett Moss at the time in the last 5 years, we were like, me and you, let's go. Like, we got to be the top dog in the district. So that's something that I'm looking forward to because on the 21st, I would like to see the Santa Maria Gators beat Dutchtown for the first time in 6 years.
Yeah, they've been the dominant team, and they've lost their coach. He's moved over to Prairieville, and he's a boys' assistant now. But they still have a good coach over there in Coach Ring. So they're going to be a solid team. And then you finish out with EA and Denham Springs. So those last three are going to be really tough for the Lady Gators, and we're going to see what they're made of when they see those three teams. Now, for Prairieville, we talked about that already. They are going to play for a district title on Saturday after they beat Tara. So there's really not much to say about them. They've rolled through, and it's a much, much, much easier route in D2, at least in the district that they play in.
Yeah, I do see, though, the fact that Livonia is in your district. They are somebody that has been throughout, you know, the playoffs the last 2 years. So that 18th, this Saturday, is going to be a true testament of that has Prairieville arrived.
Right, and we'll see. Now, as far as the power rankings go, Prairieville is number 7 on the boys' side. They're number 10 on the girls' side in D2. So like I said, they are possibly getting an opportunity to maybe play all the way up to the quarters at home. Santa Maria on the girls' side, they could crack the top 10 or get past the top 10, get into the single digits maybe with a win here tonight. EA and Dutchtown are not bad either. East Ascension dropped after they lost to Dutchtown on the boys' side. Now look how close all those three teams are.
Absolutely. Yep. I mean, this is something that's exciting. It's the last few door knocks on January, and something I'm excited about is this kickoff for the second half here at the Eye. At Prairieville. I absolutely love that. I keep wanting to call it the Surge, but I know it's not that anymore. This is the eye of the hurricane right here at Prairieville High. So I'm very excited about this kickoff happening right now.
Yeah, one of the great things about Prairieville with having a mascot like the Hurricanes, there's so many opportunities for branding. and Randy Loving has branded the heck out of this place.
Absolutely.
The inside of the commons area is called the eye wall, and then You have the Storm Center where they play basketball, and so everything's got that kind of theme.
I think I like Hurricane Alley.
Yeah,
I think that was one of them. I
right.
was like a hallway or something. I was like,
the
that's
area,
clever.
It's the area between the cafeteria and the main gym.
That's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he loves the branding, and everybody is familiar with it already. And so I'm sure there's going to be more. Right? They've talked about the walls at the or the fences at the, as you see, a shot wide.
Too far left here by Corey Bergeron for Sandoval.
They were talking about having the eye wall in the outfields of the baseball and softball stadiums. I don't know what they're going to call that. We're going to find that out pretty much in a month or so. But getting back to the action, you see Sandoval try to get an early opportunity to get that second goal. And so they're still going to put that pressure on Prairieville. And now Prairieville on the right side of the field is going to have to play a lot of defense. They had some opportunities to score. They did not. You had one point-blank opportunity about 4 minutes into the first half, about a 4-foot shot that just went off the bottom of the foot, sky high over the goalpost. And that was the one big opportunity for Prairieville where they did not convert.
Yeah, absolutely. That last attempt by Sandoval was Corey Bergeron. You can see that the ball simply played her. She let it continue to roll throughout the field at play, and it brought her too much to where it was too far left.
Yeah.
You know, if she could have simply found the middle of the goal and then shot, she's a lefty, so you want it to be the ball centered a little bit more right. As we can kind of see on this replay, Ella Willoughby ran out of real estate to get the ball, so definitely a goal kick for Prairieville. But back to Corey Bergeron, anybody that has any desire to be a forward, don't let the ball play you. You know, get a foot on the ball, stop the ball. If you're a lefty that shoots left, you want the ball stopped more on the right side of the goal to where you kind of curve it a little bit. And then if you're a righty, stop on the left side, kind of similar to that. And Prairieville right now is getting numbers up. Great opportunity for a counter, but Sandoval and Marie Oakland stops it right there and just simply kicks it out.
Can't quite get it into Sophia Collins, and the throw-in is going to go to her.
Yeah, beautifully done by Addie Nakan finding Sophia Collins. Just a simple speed run through helps out Prairieville right here in the offense.
So Coach Goodall, what is this here? I don't want this.
Yeah, he is somebody that is going to always help his girls out. So if he can grab the ball, I told him twice when I coached against him one time, hey, you go in. And he was like, I can't even run. And I'm like, I know, me too, Coach.
He's got those ball girls in a hurry, especially on the Sandoval side of the field, because if any ball goes out and they've got an opportunity where they've got numbers, he wants that ball right back in very quickly so they can do the throw.
Yes, absolutely. Having ball girls or ball boys is definitely crucial, and this is crucial right here for Prairieville. They're
inside,
finding
knock
numbers.
in wide. Oh.
Yes, right there, because I don't think Anne-Marie O'Quinn knew that any Prairieville right there, beautifully done by Addie Nakan, finding, centering, and I'm pretty sure that's Lambert right there that found the goal for Prairieville Saturday at EA. I feel like Sandoval's defense right now, they're just watching the ball and not getting on a Prairieville person. You have Addison Champagne, that's your goalkeeper, use her. Don't let you be scared of letting a goal in, defer you from actually playing defense. And as we can see, Lola Johnson right here on the far side helping Sandoval get out from a defensive stance into offense. And here is Sandoval High coming through right here on this counter with Natalie Heinz that had the goal earlier, and then Ella Willoughby with the left.
No, Willoughby misses.
Nice job right there by Hadley Walker. We've seen how the ball in this replay goes from literally left to right, and Hadley stays central. Very nice job by this young goalkeeper, which we knew she was phenomenal already because of those 5 shutouts. You can see how she is just steadily moving her feet, staying in front of the ball. Great job. Way to be here for your team and making sure And Julia Ford right here for Santa Maria is going to get a foul call for extending her arms on the back of Sophia Collins. And something I'm giggling at, I know those two know each other, so this is more of a I'm going to get you down on the ground the next time.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to have Sydney Knockan handling the kick from about 45 out. Gets it inside in traffic and cleared momentarily. And here comes the Lady Gators with a possible transition here on the counter. Slows it down, gets it to Willoughby on the right.
Yeah, straight up possession right here. Mallory is faster than Layla, but Layla is just playing so smart right now for Prairieville. She's not letting the person with the ball get past her, and I think that's why you kind of saw Mallory just kind of stop, because she realized that Layla, she had to practice against her. She knows, they know each other, so definitely both qualities that these teams have is they all know each other, so you got to do something different tonight.
So here's the throw in, Heinz all the way to Walker, and so easy job by the goalkeeper, and 50-50 ball near midfield, and the header from Sandoval.
And that looks like Burke right there.
And now here comes the Lady Canes, and
yet again,
yes, trying to do something here. They're in a good spot. They trail, but it's only 1-0. So just one goal can get them in there. And they've had a couple of opportunities. We just saw one that was barely missed by Lambert, just wide left. Will they get another opportunity here? Sema playing good defense right now. And Willoughby will get it over, and they will go on the offensive.
And Lillian is trying to find Mal right here, but Layla is just constant with Mal, because I know Coach Chris Goodall has told her about Mal, and yet again she's practiced against her last year, so they know the speed. They don't want her going into the inside, so I much rather Santa Maria throwing right here, but with Natalie Heinz, you don't want to give them this opportunity. She's parallel with the goal. She can throw it almost to the PK, so please watch this.
Well, she takes a little short hop and then little bicycle kick.
Semi.
She didn't hit the ground. And it goes out, and Knockan will handle
more
kick.
Of like the warm-up kicks,
I guess,
nothing,
kinda.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No effort put into it. I'm going to get on her tomorrow on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, no showbiz, no nothing.
Come on, you got this is for bragging rights in Ascension Parish.
Exactly. Come on now. And this is Mallory with her left, but
right.
Great job, Prairieville. You can definitely tell at halftime they kind of talked about stepping up to the shooter. Santa Maria is known for shooting the ball out wide, so you can already see a difference in Prairieville's defense just by stepping up on that shot against Mallory Sutton.
So we're approaching the 9-minute mark here. About 31 minutes remaining in the second half. Low scoring, 1-0. Santa Maria leads. Prairieville is kind of content with that right now and waiting for their opportunity to get the equalizer. And here comes an opportunity as you try to go over to Addie. Knockan on the left, now gets it inside. Here's a chance for Collins and push down from behind. Are you going to get a PK right there?
Absolutely. That is definitely a PK opportunity. As we can see, Addie Knockan just sets up Sophia, and simple A-Marie Oquan takes her out from behind yet again on this replay from off her feet.
And so we're going to have the opportunity coming from Sydney Knockan.
Friends right here against each other. Let's see.
And it's tied. So 1-1, and here comes
the light
the
show.
LED show.
Absolutely love this for Prairieville. Sydney Knockan being kind of your leader back there in defense, showing offense how it's done. I absolutely love this for Sydney. She's such a great student athlete, especially I know how proud her father is right now, the assistant coach, Jason Nakan.
Yes.
To see Sydney, that is one of the unselfish players. She's always wanting her teammates to do more, get this opportunity. Great job, Sid, on doing this for your team and getting the equalizer tonight against Santa Maria.
So now pressure's a little bit on Santa Maria.
Absolutely.
Because they may have felt comfortable with that 1-0 lead, and maybe you rest a little bit, maybe you get a little complacent, and then you get that goal, and now they're going to go and probably get on the big offensive right here. But Prairieville trying to maybe sneak a quick attack in, but unsuccessful, and now here comes the Lady Gators.
Yes, Santa Maria right now just needs to stay composed. And here's the person that got the first goal, Natalie.
Right.
Natalie Heinz for Santa Maria. She tried to go through defense, and it hits off of a Prairieville cane foot, and that is going to give Santa Maria its fifth goal of the night. Fifth corner of the night. So let's see if anything happens different. And this is Lillian Oquan, which she has scored one goal this year by curving in the ball from the corner into the goal. So let's see if she gets close right here for Santa Maria to hit up 2-1.
It's a little short, and it's knocked out. She's going to get another corner.
Absolutely, and there's going to be a sub coming back in, and that is going to be Mallory Sutton for Santa Maria, taking out, looks like Natalie Heinz for Santa Maria.
So we'll see what Oakland can do right here. Trying to take the lead. Tough situation here for the Lady Hurricanes. Can the Lady Canes handle it? And an attempt at a header and a miss. And now here's a chance. Turnaround kick and blocked. And Prairieville gets
defense
out of danger.
And this is when I felt against EA everything went for Prairieville, because it was just like a full I can play this game against them, and this is different because against EA it was 2-1. Now against Santa Maria you're 1-1.
Right.
So Santa Maria has to stay poised, has to stay that they are kind of the bigger dogs in this game, but Prairieville is showing them everything right now. Such young talent here for the Canes, and that's something that I've always, as a coach, I never underestimated the underdog. Those are my favorite stories, and that's what Prairieville kind of came in here tonight. Even though both of them are even, Santa Maria has scored 53 goals this year, and Lady Canes have scored 54, so both of them are offensively stacked. It's just having to find themselves kind of colder night kind of type thing, no wind, so that kind of helps out a lot.
So basically the entire Prairieville team back on defense. You got three forwards up ahead, and everybody else has dropped back into defense and trying to hold on for dear life right now as we are 13 and a half minutes in. 1-1 penalty kick from Sydney Nakan tied it about 3 minutes ago. And going to throw it in for the Lady Gators. And we're just waiting. There she is.
There we go. I love the low ball girls. Absolutely love it. Great opportunity for these young girls or boys to experience high school soccer. Very long ago, I got to be one of those, and it was the coolest experience ever. I got to see Melissa Gary play at the pit. Got to see, a hero in Ascension Parish play, and that's something I'll never forget, thanks to Jason Nakan and also Chris Goodall. I was ball girl at EA, even though I had Santa Maria underneath.
Yeah.
Chris Goodall made me wear EA, but it's okay. It's all great.
And you had a little contact and a little hug right there. Now we have the whistle, and it's going to be Prairieville ball.
Absolutely. Let's see if Julia definitely kind of loving and shoving, hugging. Yes, definitely. You see Chris Goodall wanting to protect his players right now. Santa Maria is going to be on all levels right now. And here's Lambert all by herself.
And it's up, and it's knocked away, and it is off the post. Did it go in?
Absolutely not. Addison Champagne saves it right here for Santa Maria.
Wow.
As Santa Maria needs to see, Hadley Walker is out of goal. She needs to try to hurry up and get through because Santa Maria, with their long kicks, can shoot from here and do something. Let's see. Addison Champagne saves it, rounds the pole. Absolutely not a goal. Great job by Addie for staying on her feet and, getting the ball, to stay in front of that line. And great job by the side AR. Right. I was watching him the whole time because as a coach, they have the official call, not the center.
So why don't you clarify that for our audience? What would it have to have been for it to have been a goal that would have counted?
It could have been a centimeter of one side of the ball.
Okay.
If it's over the line, it's over the line. So if you look at a line, ball rolls over. As soon as the ball sees a shadow on the other side, it's done. Doesn't have to be the whole ball or anything else. It just has to go. Now, here in Ascension Parish, a little harder to see on our turf because I don't know if you look at any of the goals, it's white.
Exactly.
Half of the balls that everybody plays with is white.
That's hard to figure out.
Yes. So some of the times I got agitated as a coach. So a lot of my coaching careers, we had neon soccer balls. I made sure it was not a white soccer ball.
And I sure am glad that we had Jake over on that side.
Yes.
To verify.
But you can kind of see that Addie, plastered it to the goal, goal post. So, it was on the side that she was at, so it definitely was not in.
And there's an attempt. And
great try right there by senior Lillian Oakland, but Hadley Walker.
Right.
Love the kid. She has been here so much for Prairieville. Just steadily in there. I think she was more excited if that goal would have went in than her saving a goal, and that's something I love to see in student athletes, be more excited about your teammates than your own victories, as you can see right there. And Santa Maria right now playing with a lot of emotions. They're running through. They are a little bit bigger, not much, not a difference as what we saw Saturday.
That was a big difference Saturday.
But they're definitely going to use kind of that doggy-dog style kind of type thing, which any dog has a good day, but sometimes that day is not yours. And so that's what we're going to see right here in the second half. Who wants it more, who's going to fight for it more, and who's going to find possession. Because right now, Santa Maria is looking great at finding feed. It's just they're not finding that central person because Prairieville got everybody back right now.
Right. They are smaller. They're a bit faster than East Ascension. And I think everybody's noticed that, and that was something that Chris Goodall was always concerned about from the first week that I talked to him, having such a young team. And I talked about this on Saturday. He talked about doing some weight training and working on core and just making sure that the girls are stronger so that when they are pushed, that they're not knocked down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just any little thing, and then that was Natalie's throw in yet again, and
over to Walker. It is intense all of a sudden after that equalizer on the PK.
I think that was when Prairieville finally was like, oh wow, we can. It's the, like I said, one time a team finds the back of the net once, it's almost like a light switches, like, oh wow, we can continue to do this.
Yeah, and you see Addie Landry right there, and now the throw in coming. And knock in with that right there. And so now you're going to get the throw in. That's from Joya, I believe.
Yeah. No, that was from Collins, number 9.
It's hard to see that difference between that 8 and the 9.
It is. And it also girls with long hairs.
Yeah. The headband, you have the red headband, but we couldn't see it from the back.
Yeah. Yeah, so great job by Anne-Marie just kind of clearing it because of how her body was. And let's see if Santa Maria cannot possess here, find a switch. Prairieville is having 4 people stay up top, but Santa Maria right now has They're 2 against Natalie Heinz, and just kind of runs out, tries to shoot the ball, but doesn't. And it's going to be a goal kick right here for Prairieville.
And one of the things I mentioned a moment ago is that Santa Ma was not as big, but they're much faster. I think that would illustrate what we were talking about right there. She just flew past the defenders, and she got past 3 of them, but then couldn't set for her shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's because Layla Saunier for Prairieville was actually pushing her outside. Beautifully done by a defender, because you don't want that forward or an offensive player jumping in front of you and centering themselves, because that's more of a shot opportunity for somebody. But if you push them outside, you have your goalkeeper to kind of evaluate that they can only go upper 90 on you. And if that shot happens, well, then that was just a great kick, you know.
Right. And Prairieville just survived kind of a sloppy goal kick, and they were able to get out of that, and now fighting for possession, and Prairieville has it, and they get it over, and they miss Knockan.
Yes.
Or Landry, excuse me.
Yeah. Santa Ma right now, just find feet, settle back in this game, make it yours. Don't do anything special. You're really great at scoring. Both teams, you know, Santa Ma has scored in more games, but Prairieville has scored 8-0 more, you know, 5-0 more than what Santa Ma has. Santa Ma's recent one was against Walker. You know, and Santa Ma's on a 4-game win streak. This would be their 5th one, so kind of use that momentum in that. And then, you know, Prairieville is just coming off a loss this weekend to EA, so they want to find that win streak again before they have to play Tara and Livonia for district.
Right, both of those games are this week. And so if they can pull out a tie or a win here, that's definitely going to build their confidence, because their attitude's going to be, well, if we can tie Santa Ma, then we can definitely handle Livonia.
Absolutely. Great job by Layla for just standing up, Mal, kind of in a corner. Yes, that gave her a corner, but you don't want her to get that ball in front of your goal. Right. Great job by that sophomore defense.
So here's an opportunity at the 22-minute mark.
Corey Bergeron.
Santa Ma trying to get the lead high and taken away by Walker.
Yes, Hadley just straight up hands in the air. She saw the ball the whole entire time. Great job. Very hard for a goalkeeper on a corner, because you have people running into you and things like that, and you trying to be overpowering without trying to run. But here comes Prairieville right here. Addie Knockan. Simple right here against Julia. Let's see what she can do with this.
Now here's a chance. That's
great job. Find feet,
inside.
Get Santa Ma to foul you if you can. If not, take a shot. You never know what's going to happen. It's 1-1.
Oh, here's a chance.
Right here.
And contact, and gets away, and
it's going to be a foul, yes.
And
kind of the same thing as what happened on the PK earlier. Yeah. As we can see, Santa Ma clearly was just taken off feet, but yet again, it's fine. Both going through, but we actually have an injured Santa Ma Gator down. Looks like maybe cramping, maybe foot. Didn't really see, because I was looking more at the play that happened inside the box.
So they're taking care of that, and this will give us an opportunity to talk about you being busy this week.
Absolutely.
Because I was busy the last 2 nights as I was over at Donaldsonville doing girls basketball. Tonight, you're out here with me doing girls soccer, and then Thursday we're going to have another girls soccer match that you and Jimmy Frederick are going to be covering.
Yep.
And so that's it right there, Dutchtown versus EA. So the whole east side is going to be on TV on the girls soccer matches this week.
Absolutely love of mine to see soccer.
Yeah.
You know, finally live for Ascension Parish. I grew up playing in Gonzales Soccer Club, then going to Baton Rouge Soccer Club, and then coming back home to Gonzales Soccer Club to finish my last 2 years with friends and to have some fun. And this was not here. Besides, Mr. Kevin Schillings doing a few games back in the day for ETEL Game of the Week.
Right.
I still have some of my favorite clips is him calling me out during games. And I have one that straight up says, you know, Jolie Hartman, what are you doing? Like, I literally giggle all the time I hear that. So anyway, you're going to hear parents right now getting hyped up because Santa Ma is coming out just simple emotions right now. They want to win, so they're going to try everything.
Yeah, and I think both sides are, because it's almost
Emotions.
50-50 too, as far as the crowd goes.
Yeah.
And so this is the point of the match where you're going to start to lobby.
Yep.
And so
maybe a little bit more pushing, a little bit more shoving,
and
people
everybody
talking to each other. So Center AR kind of needs to get this under control, help each other out. We don't want this game to get too offensive because there's so much season left. I mean, you got Livonia, Prairieville Saturday, you know what I mean? And Santa Ma, you have Dutchtown next Tuesday. You have huge game with Live Oak Thursday. So please be mindful about this. You still have so much game to go through this season.
Right. You heard the crowd, and again, both sides are arguing, one for the foul and one to not call the foul, and I think we're going to get a lot of that. Yeah. I don't think that the two teams are going to get too aggressive with each other. They're too well coached to do that, but I think the crowd's going to get a little loud here because I think both of them are kind of
I just get nervous because a crowd definitely affects you as a player. So as they hear them yelling, it's going to get into a little bit more, ooh, I'm fired up now. Yeah. You know, please keep this clean, keep this game going, because this has been too great. You know, with 13 minutes left, it's 1-1. In a beautiful stadium tonight, you know, keep it going, keep it having fun. Somebody has to find the back of the net so we don't end up in a tie. But if it ends up in a tie, this is just a testament to these two programs and these two coaches on what they can do, you know, with our student athletes here. Lillian is definitely going to try to shot for here.
And it's up and in!
I'm sorry, you had to clap for that. How did I know this was going in by senior Lillian Oakley? And I've seen her score like this many times.
So look at this. How far out was that?
Beautifully done.
That's 30. From about 35 out?
Yeah, about 25.
Okay.
Right about 25. Beautifully done. I've seen her score on EA freshman year, literally about to bring back tears. And I told her, as a kid that loves this game, you got to shoot.
Right.
She has the leg for it. So senior Lady Gator definitely puts her team up here, and I hope this gives them the drive. But Prairieville right there, you just kind of stand up to them. You know, nobody was there defending her. They were more worried about the people in the box.
And here's another opportunity.
And Mallory wants it. Santa Ma has been a team in this last year that can shoot 30, 35, 25. So you cannot just defend in the box. You have to defend them. Same with EA Saturday. They were shooting 20, 30 yards out, and that's how, you know, Galindo and Taylor and Leah Pransky found their goals. It wasn't screaming into the box. It was outside, and that's something that Prairieville, you know, rewatching these lives can definitely find something. Oh,
yeah, you get
and
the
Natalie,
wide and back in and just missed.
Yeah, this is something Santa Ma is good at the continuum of scoring. They are known for, if they want one, they're going to have another one.
Right.
Every game this year, besides the 3 that they've lost to, they've scored in. 4. They also tied Lakeshore. So every game they've scored. Kind of the same thing with Prairieville, besides their 2 losses of a 4-0 loss against Hanville in early November, and then a 5-0 loss to Denham Springs, that's in Division 1, in December. So both teams are knowing how to score. It's just finding each other at the right moment.
Right.
Is very key.
So here's another opportunity. Santa Ma putting major pressure on Prairieville over the last 3 minutes. And Sutton hits the floor, and of course the crowd's asking for a penalty.
Yeah, definitely going to say Sutton fell right on top of the ball. Could be that, you know, but it was actually her trying to shoot, but she forearm went across the ball. She's someone, she knows she's not going to try to hide it. She tried to shoot. didn't get enough with it, so kind of fell on top of the ball.
And so here we go with knock-in, and it's taken away. That was Bergeron. Now, when we looked at the replay a moment ago and we saw it, she did kick it she struck from the 25, so it was a 35-yarder.
Yep.
So that was an amazing shot that we saw to give Sandoval the lead, but now Prairieville
beautifully done by number 8, Lola Johnson for Sandoval.
Trying to wrestle possession back.
Mm-hmm.
So much of it was over on the Prairieville side for the last 2 or 3 minutes, and they did a good job just keeping it at 2-1 because there were a couple of opportunities there that we saw a moment ago.
Beautifully done, Corey Bergeron for Sandoval. Simple, put a foot, find the through, find the way. Great job, Prairieville, for just stopping Mallory in her tracks, making her decide, and Layla, beautifully done. Making her try to go to the outside, giving Sandoval their 8th corner of the game, which they have not been successful on. So you would hope by the 8th time you do something different.
Possibly so. So let's see what happens. So Bergeron will handle it, trying to make it 3-1. 31 minutes in to the second half, and bends it and knocked away.
No Gator in there.
Nope. Good defense by Prairieville, and now Prairieville trying to counter. And they get it down, but can't quite hit Collins. So we have a whistle. And so we'll get a kick from the Lady Gators.
It might be cold outside, but on this replay, as we can see, a lot more little taken off the feet, things like that. Might be cold outside, but I think the parents are starting to warm up.
Yeah.
They're using their voice a little bit more.
A little nudge by Knockhan on that penalty right there. And the
that's
shot
fine.
taken away.
Yes. I don't expect anything less from a Knockhan. They love this game. They're very respectful to this game, and that's something, you're definitely going to get up and try to overcome on a defensive player.
And now here comes Prairieville with one more opportunity.
And here's Addison Knockhan against Anne-Marie Oquan, both former teammates before. So.
And here's a corner, I believe.
Nope, goal kick.
Goal kick, okay.
Yeah, with Anne-Marie kind of blocking it like that, you knew it went out on Addison.
Yeah, I thought it may have gone off her leg.
Yeah, they try to trick.
Yeah.
As you can see, this one is on the last possession that Sandoval had. Simply straight through to Hadley's hand. Finds Bella-Nagel all the way at the other end, pretty sure, because that's far, far away. Yep, I can see her running. Yep, that is Bella-Nagel Sr. for Sandoval.
Sandoval is playing aggressive with that 2-1 lead late. They want to get that third goal, it looks like, because they haven't dropped back into defense and trying to just survive. They're trying to make
done.
Ella get another goal, and it's wide and saved.
Very nice.
I think that was going wide of the goal.
Yes. But a great job by Sandoval for finding the center. As you can see, Ella Willoughby is out here, but then she lets that ball take her to the outside. But don't talk too soon because of Collins right here for Prairieville. She is something when the ball is at her feet. Sandoval just has to stay in front of her. And great job right there for kind of containing her, because we've seen her against, a lot of teams this year. She will go through anybody. Mal against Layla right here. Layla is winning this battle today, but yet again, this is the 4th time that Layla has given Sandoval a corner because of the fact that Mallory is kind of pushing her to the outside that the corner is on.
So they're going to get the ball, and so they threw a ball in for a moment, but then they decided to go with the original one. So now here we go. Kind of confused because it looked like they were throwing it in from about 35 back, which made no sense. And now there it is up high.
Beautifully done.
It's loose, and
nobody's running. Everybody's hoping somebody else kind of sent them all away.
And so keep on putting the pressure with 5 minutes remaining. There's probably about 7 minutes remaining. We had the injury earlier, so there's going to be maybe a little bit of a stoppage time.
I would say about a minute.
A minute or two, yeah.
Yeah, definitely keep that for possession against Prairieville. I kind of saw the little trip up, but
got
great
contact.
job. Yes, great job by both of them. Anne-Marie had a foot on it, so they're both good.
Yes.
Yep, as we can see, beautiful through ball right here, but Anne-Marie, as a defender, puts her body in front of it. That's exactly what you want a defender to do.
And so Collins trying to get to it, defended there by Ford. And now Willoughby has it. Now they're going back on the offensive.
Yeah, simple. Got to find the switch. You have two people running right now with nobody on them. Prairieville, look, they're giving Santa Maria too much. You just seen two other people shoot from there. You know, contain it. Meet them ahead of it and leave the box for Hadley. She is your last defender. Look, Corey had 10 yards to continue to go on. She kind of felt the pressure. That's why she kind of let it loose sooner than expected, because she probably could have dribbled to the 10 and had two people open for her if she would have continued to dribble on.
So we have probably about 5 minutes remaining for Prairieville to tie this. The only problem is they're not getting a lot of possession here.
Right. I see Santa Maria has already put more people offensively, but right here, Addie Nakan is saying, no, not today, Santa Maria. She is trying to get the ball up to offensive possession. She finds Collins, which great job. I don't even think she really looked, but Cadence Kinshu just simply takes it for Santa Maria right here, and Collins is called for the foul, as we can see. Both of them trying really hard, but Cadence gets in front of her and gets the foul because of tripping from behind.
She lost it a little bit too much, and then Kinshu got in there and did a good job. And so now we are probably about 4 minutes remaining in this match. As you see,
yeah, definitely
see
the jerseys in the white containing more of it, kind of to stop the game a little bit. And as you can see, 29 was just hit square on. So she's looking okay. Mal is somebody that you better get an ambulance here to get her off the field. She's not going to go down for anything. So she's bending over, but she's not going to go down.
Here's an opportunity.
Great chance.
And the through ball, not
nice
quite
job.
there.
Anne-Marie almost playing a sweeper stopper there for Santa Maria. Any through balls, anything, because that is kind of what Prairieville is known for right now. Get it, find Collins through, that kind of thing. And another throw in with exactly 2 minutes definitely remaining, but maybe a little at 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 to 4 perhaps.
Yeah.
Definitely 3.
This is when the exciting time of a soccer game happens.
And trying to get it inside, nobody home. And throw in coming. And they're going to get that ball in very quickly and setting up. Nobody there again. And defense by the Lady Gators.
Yeah, no foul. Santa Maria, Prairieville just keep going, keep having it. Yes, great job.
4 defenders all around Knock-In there.
And let's see, Santa Maria 2v3 happening right now. Simple, beat the clock out and just let it go. And here's the speed of 29, but Layla takes her, makes her pay for it because she tries to bring her to the left, brings her to the right, fumbles it on at her feet. Nice job by Layla Saunier against Mallory Sutton tonight.
About 1 to 2 minutes would be our estimate for time remaining here. 2-1 Santa Maria, and looking for more. And Sutton setting up.
And that's Ella Willoughby.
Yes.
Yeah, from the outside position for Santa Maria.
And so maybe one last opportunity for the Lady Canes to do something, and can't get it over.
Nice job, Cadence.
To Collins. And now Collins will not be able to get to it before Oakland does.
Absolutely, yeah.
But a throw in coming.
Great job by ball girls right there for Prairieville, having one ready, not having to chase down the ball, take out minutes, things like that. And Addison Champagne right there for Santa Maria.
I think that was that Knock-In down there, perhaps. kind of slow on the movement there and got beat out by a couple of the defenders.
Yeah.
And so couldn't quite get to it.
Yes.
And they lose it out of bounds, and that's a tough situation. So now the throw in, and Santa Maria, I'm sure, is going to take their time.
Yeah, not only take their time, they're just going to want to kind of set up a formation, because this is Natalie. She can throw.
Yeah,
look at her.
Did.
That was a totally switch. So
right.
Definitely take this as an extreme for you, Santa Maria. Take that and use it, and this is actually going to be a corner.
Yeah.
So this is the absolute best time for a soccer team to waste time. Now, Ball Girl is doing great right here by getting it, kind of going to it. Lillian has a ball in her hand, so she's not going to have to use the one that's on the field, but the ref is not going to let them continue on with the ball on the field, so poor Ball Girl has to run on.
And so here it is, and it's blocked.
Great job.
And now Prairieville, this is probably their last chance.
Yes, absolutely, but you have 3 Santa Maria defenders against 2, so Mal, let's see what we can do.
A turnaround, and that's the clincher.
That was it. That was beautifully done by Mallory Sutton. Such confidence, such belief right there in that system.
And that's going to do it for the time. And so that's going to end the game. And deja vu for the Prairieville Lady Canes. They lost Saturday 3-1 to East Ascension. They lose tonight 3-1 against Santa Maria. This game was a little bit different because they had the opportunity to tie it. And they had some open looks, and they had a ball that was blocked at the post that would have given Prairieville the lead about halfway through the second half, but it did not go through, and Santa Maria holds on and wins. So you see them shaking hands and congratulating each other. Good performance by both teams, and when we look at what's coming up here on the REV Game of the Week, on Thursday, you will be over at East Ascension at Spartan Stadium for Dutchtown at East Ascension. And so that's going to be our game of the week on Thursday. For Santa Maria coming up on the 21st, you got the doubleheader, boys and girls soccer against Santa Maria. Then on February 4th, Dutchtown at Santa Maria boys basketball. February 11th, Santa Maria at EA girls basketball. And as far as Prairieville goes, you have on the 31st girls basketball, Dutchtown at Prairieville, and then boys basketball, East Ascension at Prairieville. So that's the remaining winter schedule for these teams. Again, our final score, Santa Maria defeats Prairieville 3-1. Want to thank everybody here who's part of the broadcast course. Jolie, thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's an honor to be able to call soccer the sport I love, and the one thing my family can never say I was doing wrong, because they had no idea what they were talking about.
Right, and you got to love that. And then you got to love our director here, Andre, who went through all the technical difficulties and did a great job as always. And Lyle back home, and then our camera operators, you got Zane, and you got Courtney up here, and then you got Nolan down there on the floor, and Jake over there, who was a little active participant a little bit earlier.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I'll sign him up on my team.
Thanks to everybody for your help here tonight. So join us Thursday over at Spartan Stadium. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. One more time, our final score, Santa Maria 3, Prairieville 1. I'm Jeff Porsche. Thanks for watching. You have been watching the REV Game of the Week.